Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Lundy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. Thank you. That was lovely. Oh, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming to see us here in the studio, and thank you for tuning us in at home. Oh, you're going to have a good time today. We have a rookie couple, someone you've never seen on Tattletales before. You've seen him a lot, though, and you're going to know who he is. And two other couples that you have definitely seen on Tattletales before, and they're back because they're so much fun here. Here they are, winning money for the blue section today, the star of The Price is Right, Mr. Bob Barker and his wife, Dorothy Jo. Winning money today for the banana section, William Shatner and his wife, Marcy Lafferty. Winning money today for the red section, he's the rookie, Mr. Pat Cooper and his wife, also a rookie, Patty Cooper. See, Pat, it takes a while for our audience to warm up. You can see that. They start kind of dull and slow. Isn't that a reception?
Great.
Isn't that lovely? Let me just remind you guys before we say anything else, the object is, and it's a good way to think about it, is that I ask the ladies the question. They are answering the question the best they know how, honestly. You guys' your job is to figure out how they're going to answer it. If they try to figure out how you're going to answer, you'll be here till, whatever. First things first. Next thing is The Price is Right has a new time period,
That's
and
right.
we should remind them, Bob.
Well, it'd be my pleasure. We're on at 10 o'clock in the East, 10 to 11 in the East now, and 9 to 10 in the West.
Right.
And not only that, Match Game, which was so popular in the afternoon, is now in the morning immediately after our show.
At what time?
So at 11 o'clock in the East and 10 in the West.
Right. Now,
so if you watch
Kansas,
at 11 o'clock in the East and at 10 o'clock in the West, you can still see Gene and Brett Summers fighting on Match Game.
Yes, right. What if you live in Kansas?
If you live in Kansas,
it's on radio.
Probably watch it about. That's right. The picture's not good, but it's on radio in Kansas.
It's a simulcast. The times can make you crazy. People say, "Oh, I see you in Miami," and I say, "What time?" 9:30. 9:30 when? In the morning or the evening? Could be either place. Show. We have a show to do here.
So long as they see.
So long as they see. Everybody watches Price. Here we go. Ladies, the first question is for you. It's worth $150 to your rooting sections. When your husband is away, do you sleep at night better than usual, worse than usual, or the same as usual? Okay? Think it over. These guys are on the road a bit. When your husband is away, do you sleep at night better than usual, worse than usual, or the same as usual? Off you go. You're in trouble no matter what happens here. You know that, don't you, fellas? Bob, what would Dorothy Jo say?
Well, Dorothy Jo doesn't sleep, whether I'm home or whether I'm away.
She's an insomniac.
Well, no, she wakes up at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock. She's up and dusting. She gets up and dusts. How? No, that she does.
You?
No, not me. But
As a matter of fact.
She's dusting the house, but often she is dusting like the head of the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I finally asked her not to do that.
Yeah.
And she's been pretty nice. She now dusts the foot of the bed. But she gets up very early in the morning, and I think that when I'm away, that she gets up even earlier. I think she sleeps. Your answers are worse, better, or just the same?
Yes.
Worse. She sleeps worse when I'm away.
When you're not there.
Yes.
So how many hours sleep a night does she get on an average?
Well, she goes to sleep about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, too, so she's still...
that means she's had a good night's
As a
rest.
matter of fact, we better hurry along. She's getting sleepy back there right now.
Past her bedtime.
No,
if you watch in New York, we're into her bedtime
she
now,
has
in fact.
a Spanish television show that she watches from Mexico from 8 to 9.
Yeah.
And after 9 o'clock, and of course then she's had a quart of tequila by then, too, so... She gets plenty of sleep.
Yeah, okay. The answer is worse, though, when you're
when
away.
I'm away,
Here she comes now. If she knew. Hello there, Dorothy Jo. When Bob is away, do you sleep at night better than usual, worse than usual, or the same as usual?
You know, it had never occurred to me to think about this, so I suppose
It must be the same.
No. That's interesting, though.
What did he think? He think
Barkers are off to their usual beginning.
No, what did he think?
He said that it would be a little worse, probably.
Oh,
'cause-
yeah, well.
I thought that you told me that you did not sleep as well.
Well, I answer the phone. Barker always answers the phone.
That's right. I call her a lot, too, by the way.
At 4 in the morning? You call her? All right. We know all there is to know about your sleeping habits, Dorothy Jo.
Yeah,
You'll be
thanks.
pleased to know that.
Yeah, I bet
Sorry
you
about
do.
that. Bill, what will Marcy say?
Well, I'm away a fair amount of the time, and we have these large Dobermans roaming the property. We breed Dobermans and have a number of them. And they kind of take care of the property and mark their spots where they want.
Yes.
And a couple of them even sleep with Marcy when I'm not there.
Uh-huh.
She dusts them, too.
Yes.
So, but the dog does not take my place, I must assure you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
And therefore, she does not sleep as well.
Not as well.
I don't think.
No.
I didn't either.
It's very hard to sleep when your partner's doing this all night.
That's Marcy. You should see the dog.
Okay.
You know, he did that very well. I'd ask Marcy about Bert Convy.
Yeah,
if I were him.
no. Those Dobermans are big. You should see them. They never dust a Doberman. I've always said that. Marcy will sleep
Not as well.
worse than usual. Here she comes. Marcy, when Bill is not away, do you sleep at night better than usual, worse than usual, or the same as usual?
The only members of our family who sleep better when he's away are our dogs. No, I do not sleep as well at all.
That's correct. He said worse, and you're right.
The reason they sleep better. The reason they sleep better is because they get to sleep with me.
Yeah,
they
right.
really love that.
I can understand that.
Hey, Marcy, Marcy, bow wow.
Never mind.
Your
You're right,
bark is
Marcy.
worse than your bite.
Oh, yes? Has he ever bit you?
That's what I heard about.
It's murder. Pat, what will Patty say to this?
My wife is known as the zombie in pantyhose. She very rarely sleeps, my wife. But when I'm gone, I got to say, whatever sleep she does have or do is worse when I'm not at home.
It's worse.
Yes.
You're away a lot. I mean, you're playing in clubs and
About 30 weeks a year, I would say.
30 weeks
Yes.
a year. She has
Yes.
plenty of
And
practice.
my second family in New York, they're getting crazy, too. When
Oh,
she
yeah.
finds out, we're all in trouble. It's not easy. It isn't.
We'll have them on next week and see how it goes with
They
them.
are on next week. What do you mean? You're going to have them.
I'm sorry. Okay, you'll say worse. Here she comes. Patty, when Pat is away, do you sleep at night better than usual, worse than usual, or the same as usual?
Well, I hope he got this right now. I would say the same.
No, he said. That's very interesting.
I knew he would say the worst because I am the worst sleeper anyway.
Yeah.
So I sleep
The
bad
same.
when he's there, and I sleep bad when he's not there.
I see.
I didn't think he.
She
got
always
that
tells
right.
me, says, boy, I can't wait till you go home so I can get some good sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep terrible when you're away. Now she's saying something else.
Oh.
Get the lawyers.
No. You see, that's rookie's luck. I mean, it can go either way.
Oh, you
could
mean
be-
this is on now?
This is the air.
Oh, I thought this was the rehearsal.
No, this is it. This is the real thing here.
Okay.
And you blew the first one.
Yes,
but
I
you got
did.
a long way to go, Pat. Marcy and Bill didn't. They get the whole thing for the bananas to start things off. We'll come back with question number 1 in just a second. And find out if sleep as usual. Won't you?
Celebrate the legend.
Bob.
BUZZR honors Bob Barker over 8 days, including The Price is Right, a tribute to Bob Barker. Bob Barker, celebrate the legend. All week starting at 10 on BUZZR. Let's play.
Hello. Question number 2. This is it. If you are ready, the bananas have all the bread.
Well, the bananas they got.
Banana sandwich, right?
A banana sandwich. Oh, look at them. 2 of them, both of them. Wow. You guys are so fast. Listen, ladies, this is for you. $150. If our magic genie came to you and offered you either money or more friends, which would you choose? Pretty good question. If our magic genie came to you and offered you either money or more friends, huh? What did I say? Oh, I just said money. Oh, if he offered you more money, or see, I just saw money and said money. I never even saw the more. If our magic genie came to you and offered you either more money or more friends, that's the way it goes. Which would you choose? Okay? Off you go. Money's money. I mean, more money is, if he offers you money, it's more than you had, isn't it? Bob? Oh, no, we start with Bill. What will Marcy say? More money or more friends? If you're
Yeah,
Magic
I
Genie?
can't imagine anybody answering more money.
You can't, eh?
No, I really can't. Either as a lie, or as the truth, or as a lie. I mean, imagine lying and saying it. So I can't. I mean, there's just no way that Marcy's going to answer more money. She's going to say more friends. But I agree.
You do? Okay,
I wish I could have a marvelously interesting answer for that, and a snapper and a laugh.
You don't have to.
She may have a marvelously interesting answer for it.
I got a feeling the snapper's
That was a snapper.
Okay, here she goes. Marcy, if our Magic Genie came to you and offered you either more money or more friends, which would you choose?
More money.
No. There's your answer, sir.
We planned that.
Yeah.
We wanted to give you that.
Yeah, right. Yes, of course. Marcy, would you like to explain that? I think you should, because I think it's fun.
I can't. I have such wonderful friends. I don't feel the need for more. I don't have enough time for the ones I have, and so I picked money because you can't be too thin or too rich. Okay.
Yeah, right. See, now remember, I asked Marcy the question. Good thought.
Yeah, but
What'd you say?
if Marcy could take that answer back now,
Yeah.
and substitute something else,
Yes.
there's no question she'd say more friends.
Is that
No
right?
question.
Marcy, let me ask you again.
Now, wait a minute here.
No, we can't do that. Pat, what will Patty say?
That's the easiest question you could ask me on this show.
It is.
My wife was never a money person. She never went crazy about getting money and money. But you tell her she got a friend, boy, she'll bake you a cake. We
will?
got about 400 cakes in the refrigerator we haven't got rid of yet. If she don't like you, she'll bake you a cake.
Really?
If you get a cavity, she'll bake you a cake. In fact, you don't even know this. There's a cake for you right now in the dressing room.
Is that right?
Yes, you just can look at it because we have to bring it to another show. She'd rather have friends.
She would?
Yes.
You're positive of that?
Absolutely. I'll bet anything on it.
So was Bill. Here comes Patty now. If our Magic Genie came to you and offered you either more money, Patty, or more friends, which would you choose?
More friends.
That's the one. You got it. The rookies are on the board. Okay. You're absolutely right. And if I'd known you were going to say that, I'd baked you a cake. Bob, what will Dorothy Joe say?
Well, until I heard Marcy's answer, I had this all figured out.
Yeah.
But the other day, I was out in a shopping mall with Dorothy Joe, and I was in a particularly good mood, I guess. And I said, what would you like? I said, let's go. And there were ladies' shops and jewelry stores and all these. I said, let me buy you something. What would you like? She said, Barker, I really don't want anything. I just don't want anything. So we didn't buy anything. Now, knowing that, it was only a few days ago, I would say she will say more friends.
Uh-huh.
So
that's it.
turn it on and let's get it over.
Only thing you must remember is that she's had a few days to think that over.
That's right.
And now she's probably got a list.
Right, exactly.
Hey, Bob, I love your confidence.
You know how her mind works.
She's going to say,
that's
you
right.
know, come to think of it, Bob, I've got something to tell you. Here she comes. Dorothy Joe, if our Magic Genie came to you and offered you either more money or more friends, which would you choose?
Well, I suppose if you have enough friends, you could always make some money, so I guess it's friends.
That's what the man said. Dorothy Joe and Bob and Patty and Pat are right. They split it in half. Nice tight game at halftime, fellas. Step to the rear. We'll bring you ladies out front. We'll come back to the second half in just a moment. Money or friends, gang?
Happy BUZZR birthday to Music Man Bobby Van.
You got me. Hello. Second half coming up right now, as a matter of fact. And if you're ready to go, I have, look at three pretty ladies with me in the front. Fellas, we have a nice close game now. See, Pat, you and Bob are tied with $75, and Bill has 150. And this one, we got to move a little. Men, psychologists say that a good way to stop arguing is to take off your clothes, because it's difficult to argue in the nude. Also dangerous. Have you ever argued while you were both in the nude, yes or no? It's a good question, folks, I think. The good way to stop an argument, psychologists say, is to take off your clothes because it's difficult to argue in the nude. Have you ever argued while you were both in the nude, yes or no? Goodbye, fellas. They're laughing pretty good. Patty, what will Pat say?
No, we've never argued in the nude.
Why
I'm
is that?
married 15 years, and forget it.
It's never happened.
I mean, he knocks on the door and says, "Psst, can I come in?" I'm a little shy.
You're a little shy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't argue in the nude.
No.
No, we've never argued in the nude.
Oh, that's interesting. That's probably why psychologists say it's a good way to stop an argument.
Well, you see, there you go. That's probably why we're married 15 years.
Maybe so. I mean, if you're fighting and arguing with somebody, start to take their clothes off, you could burst out laughing.
Pretty weird.
Okay, you'll say no. You never have. Here he comes. Psychologists say that a good way to stop an argument is for you to take off your clothes because it's difficult to argue in the nude, right? Have you ever argued with Patty? Have you ever argued? Oh, here's the question. Have you ever argued while you were both in the nude? Yes or no, Pat?
Yeah, I think one time her mom was there, too.
What? What?
Yes, we did.
No, Patty said no.
What? This morning. What happened to this morning?
Oh.
Honey, you've never seen me nude.
Oh, you see, now you...
See, I learned something, Bert.
Yeah. Thank you, Pat.
It's dark, you know.
Yeah, you've learned something. It's right. Dorothy Jo, what will Bob say?
Well, I think we've argued almost under any circumstance, but I cannot remember once standing around naked and having a fight. No, I'd say never.
Okay, you'll say no, you never have. It's a good question. I like this. Bob, Bob, have you ever argued while you were both in the nude, yes or no?
Oh, this is a very difficult question because there are so many years involved. Dorothy Jo and I were born married. And I have really been thinking about it, and I cannot remember ever arguing in the nude.
That's correct. That's exactly what the lady said.
I don't know. There was...
Steady, Blues, steady.
There was one occasion about 18 years ago when we almost did, but I still had my left bedroom slipper on.
Uh-huh. So then you don't qualify.
No.
Sorry, sir. Marcy, what will Bill say?
Well, you know, I'm sure that we have. I think that's very true. It's hard to, because if you forget about the argument and start realizing what you're doing, it's silly and you can't, but we have.
You have? Oh,
yes,
you have, eh?
Yes.
Do you remember a specific about
it? It wasn't, we don't, I mean, it's no big argument, but yes, I do remember a specific time. I don't know if...
Do you remember anything else about it that you'd care to mention?
No.
No. Okay. Do the best I can. It is called Tattletales, you know. All right, you'll say yes. Here comes Bill. Bill, have you ever argued, both of you argued, while you were both in the nude? Yes or no?
It would be very difficult to argue in the nude, I would think. You wouldn't know what to address yourself to.
Yeah.
I'd say no.
No, Marcy said yes. She knew.
Well, I guess she knew where to look.
She knew where to look or what to yell at. Dorothy Jo and Bob are right and get the whole thing for the blues section. And we'll come back in a moment with a $300 question and we'll decide it. So put something on and we'll talk about it.
Follow us on our social media platforms at BUZZR TV and let's play.
Hard work. Hello. This question is worth $300. This one will decide the issue. We're going to move it just a little bit. And you got to catch up with Dorothy Jo and Bob. They have come from behind and forged into the lead. Men, which of the two of you is more self-disciplined, you or your wife? Good question. Which of the two of you is more self-disciplined, you or your wife? Goodbye. We'll start with you, Patty, between you and Pat.
Okay, I think I'm more self-disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's what he's going to answer. Bear with me, red section.
All right, you will say that he will say, and I'm asking him too.
Yes, that
he will say you.
That I am the one who's most self-disciplined.
Right, here he comes.
Okay.
Pat, which of the two of you is more self-disciplined, you or Patty?
That's simple. My wife.
That's it.
That's simple.
It was simple for you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Pat. Marcy, between you and Bill.
I'm afraid to answer another question. I am more self-disciplined.
I think so, huh?
I hope Bill says that. I really am. Oh, they don't believe it.
You hope he says that.
I don't blame you.
Because you hope he realizes that, is what you're saying. In what way is he not as self-disciplined as he should be?
Oh, I didn't, that's not what I said. I just am more in every area, maybe compulsive about it.
I see. He is disciplined, but you're...
Oh, he's absolutely, you said who's more. I didn't say to his detriment, he's not.
No, you didn't. You did not. And I don't mean, you may step down, I've released the witness, Your Honor. It's no, I didn't want to trap you. Which of the two of you is more self-disciplined? And you will say you are more so.
And I'm afraid.
No, don't be afraid.
He's going to go,
no,
he's going to say he is and I'm leaving.
No, don't you dare. Here he comes. Captain, which of the two of you is more self-disciplined, you or Marcy?
I wish I had Marcy's discipline.
She's more disciplined.
That's correct. That's what you said.
Terrific.
You got it. Look at this. This is very interesting because this will decide the game right here, Dorothy Joe.
Yeah, and it sounds like we're all on an ego trip here, but I think Barker's going to say I am, although he is very, we're both just, you know, all real great at it.
Yeah.
But I think he'll probably say I am.
You think he'll say you?
Yeah, right.
All right.
I guess.
Here he comes. Bob, this is for the game, sir. Which of the two of you is more self-disciplined, you or Dorothy Joe?
You said you wanted to move it along. I shall move it along. I am more self-disciplined.
No, that's not what Dorothy Joe said. You believe it?
The only reason he says that, I still smoke. I'm the
That's
only
one-
person in the world who still smokes.
That was the key
Doctor
reason,
told
no
her
doubt.
to stop smoking, and she is still smoking.
All right, Marcy.
I told her to stop insulting my mother, and she is still insulting me.
Marcy and Bill and Patty and Pat split that $300 in half, and look who comes from behind and wins it. Marcy and Bill for the bananas. We will return in a moment. Give the bananas the bananas. See you later. The big winners today, the bananas. Marcy and Bill with $300. We will add $1,000. They will divide $1,300 in the banana section. Thank you, everybody, for watching us on Tattletales. We'll see you next time. Bert Conley saying so long. Thank you.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.